on the channel from the G.I. Joe Classified series, we got the Python Patrol Crimson Guard.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another G.I. Joe Classified series unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the Python Patrol Crimson Guard Target exclusive. But for all your non-Target exclusive G.I. Joe needs, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $59 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And the Python Patrol rides on, of course, is a Target exclusive. We've had a few different ones, and we'll, of course, compare those later on in this very video. And the Python Patrol, kind of the yin and yang of Tiger Force in some ways, I guess. As far as sub-teams go, I always felt Tiger Force was number one, then maybe Night Force there. Eco Warriors, and it goes down from there. And then Cobra side, I always felt like Python Patrol was a really cool thing. Of course, we saw the Deke cartoon series back in the day. We got to see a little bit of Python Patrol. I thought it was really cool. And I always kind of played it in my collecting days, my toy playing days, was Python Patrol was Cobra Commander's team. He and Serpentor, of course, never really got along. He branched off with some of his crew. They started the Python Patrol. Serpentor led Cobra. It was two different teams, and then Destro later on with his Iron Grenaders. We had three kind of teams going on for Cobra. They all hated the Joes, but they kind of hated each other. That's kind of how I played in my playing days. And this one is a little bit special to me because a lot of toys, when you're a little kid, you remember the time and place. You close your eyes, you can go back to that magical moment when you got that toy. I can still remember getting the original 3 3/4 G.I. Joe version of this one at a Target store in my hometown. I remember going there with my parents. They were getting groceries, doing whatever they were getting at Target. And of course, I was in the toy aisle, and I remember seeing this there. And I remember seeing also some of the Python Patrol vehicles. And it was one of those trips where you're not getting a vehicle, you're not getting somebody, you get one figure. I ended up getting this one. But I can still remember pulling it off the shelves, looking at it, putting it in the cart. It's just weird that this figure, nothing really extra special about that day, but I definitely remember this one. So it's weird how your memory kind of works on stuff. So very nostalgic for me here, but at the end of the day, not my absolute favorite Cobra Trooper, Crimson Guard, whatever, but a special one for that reason there. And we're going to talk a little bit about it once we get him out of the package here. So without further ado, let's get down to it. Of course, plastic-free packaging on this one. Not a huge fan of the packaging on this, the artwork. Nothing against the artwork, it's just very, very busy. And when I first look at it, I don't know what it is. I feel like any item you're buying, I don't care if it's groceries, I don't care if it's like Tide Pods for your washing machine or it's a toy, you should be able to look at it and know what it is. Obviously, you know it's G.I. Joe. But I'm like, okay, what is this exactly? And because you got different troopers there, you got the big one. It just kind of all blends together. So it is good artwork. You got to sit here and look at it. But if you're scanning the scene in the city tonight, looking to you to put up a fight, like a young Metallica, you might just say, what is this? I just passed by it. It just doesn't catch your eye like it needs to. And I actually saw this on the store pegs. I missed it a couple of turns looking up and down the aisle. I missed it because it just kind of blended together. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm looking too deep into things. Who knows? But maybe that's my CPG background. All CPG. Everybody loves it. 66. There it is. Is it order 66? I hope not. But there it is on the side. Looking good. A little bit of that mural kind of stuff over on this side as well. And then on the back, gets the old breakdown there. There's what you're getting in the package. All the jibber jabber down low. Without further ado, let's get down to it. Let's see what this Python Patrol member is up to. Really is the perfect store exclusive, as we always talk. Cheap, easy repaints, makes a retailer happy. See you later. Get your wares on the shelf, on the pegs. Can't ask for much more than that. Looks good. Got no issues with this one. Looks kind of beefier than I imagined it to be as well. Got the old scissors out. Got to cut him out of the old ropes. I guess ropes is the best word to use for this. He's locked in the ropes. So there we go. He's learning the ropes, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? But there it is. See you later. Cobra. Goodbye. Goodbye. He is free. And then, of course, we get the storage locker in red for Cobra. Number 66, Python Crimson Guard. See what's doing in here. There it is. Oh, we got a little Spider-Man style. Bam! See you later off the screen. See you later. Goodbye. Then you get the old parchment paper looking good with the Joe and Cobra logos. I'm here for that. Then you get all the weapons, knock everything out. There it is. Bam! See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's break down these weapons first, and we'll dive into the Crimson Guard Python style. We do get weapons here. We do get a little handgun pistol all in black here for this. Makes sense. Feel like a lot of these Joes and Cobra counterparts, they need a little pistol and a big gun. That's what we got going on right here. So we do have that. Then we got the big old rifle with the beautiful bayonet on the end. Absolutely loved this when I was a kid playing with my Joes. He'd stab people, then start firing inside of them. Oh, I had quite an imagination as a kid. Looking really, really good there. Got the red handle. I'm here for that. Does this come out? Does this come out? There it is. It does come out. So if you want to take it in, take it out, do whatever you want. It will permanently stay in for me, as I always do say. But definitely a beautiful weapon, iconic weapon if you're a Joe fan. You do get a little knife here. Got to have a little knife. Just kind of the same thing with the gun. You get a big sword, you get a little knife. There you go. Got the nice red handle on this, silver blade. Looking good as well there. Then you do get the sword. Of course, these Crimson Guard, they're above a Python Patrol officer or just any kind of officer. They're the kind of the next level is always what I think there. And I know, I guess. There you go. But he does got this, a little bit of a regalness to it. It's kind of like, remember old school Gung Ho with his Marine dress on? A very cool classic Gung Ho figure. He had that sword. It's kind of the same thing. Reminds me of the Marines with swords. They got them up on their face like this. You don't really think of a Marine doing that, but when they're in their dress blues or whatever you want to call it, definitely looking cool though. Then you got the matching thing, the silver blade, the red handle. Here for that once again. Then we do get a little place to store that sword, of course, at the hip. Very cool. They can pull it out and say, "On guard," if they need to. You never know, but it got black. And of course, this is all reused from the last Crimson Guard, and we'll show that one here later in this video. Then you get the backpack, looking good. Of course, a lot of that stuff we'll store on this backpack as we're used to. Looking good, got the silver Cobra emblem in the middle. Looking good, on point for a Crimson Guard, especially a Python Patrol Crimson Guard. Now we're going to dive into this bad boy right here, and he does got the yellow. The yellow is the first thing you notice on this guy. Really, really does pop. You get the silver grayish color in accents, then kind of the grayish silverish pants color. You got holster on the side here for a knife, one for a weapon. Got the big old black boots going on as well. Got two gloved hands in black. Looking really, really nice. Got kind of that cording around the side here, looking nice. Then, of course, the helmeted head. Looking good. Looks very robotic-like is kind of what that head always looks like, but it definitely looks striking in the silver and black. And then you got the red kind of visor over there. I'm sure some people pretend these are robots, probably Cobra Bat-like type things, but definitely an interesting look to it. You got a little bit of a snake pattern on the front. Python Patrol emblem on the arm there, always looking nice as well. Definitely a cool color combination on this guy. And it always drove me nuts when I'm a kid, and it's going to drive me nuts now that the Python Patrol Officer and the Python Patrol Crimson Guard, they do not match. I feel like they should have the same color scheme. And I guess Tiger Force varied a little bit as well, as we do know. But I always was kind of angry that the Python Patrol, I want every guy to match in the same kind of uniform. They got some different colors going on. So, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But let's run through the articulation here. Arms go all the way around. Got a little butterfly shoulder going on there. Bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, playing all the hits at the table here today. Of course, you get the hand up and down, side to side, looking good right there. Got the ab crunch, waist articulation, big old splits on here, and then of course the drop down hips we're used to there. You do get the thigh cut, double jointed, pinless knees, playing all the hits. Boot cut, side to side of the ankles, back and forth, of course. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. What do you know? Fits like an absolute glove there. Looking good. Looking very Python Patrol-like. I do like what I see right here. And, of course, talked about comparison. You get the Crimson Guard out here. He's ready to go. There's the regular edition here in red, and really, this is the preferred one. This is the iconic one. This is just the Python Patrol version, but still very cool. I did buy 2 of these. I probably should have waited. I should have bought 1, played the long game, because we've seen a lot of these go to clearance. I probably should have done that, but it is what it is. But we do have some of his Python Patrol brethren here ready to go. We do get the Officer looking good, and this is what I'm talking about. I wish these 2 matched in colors. Just not in the cards for whatever reason. You do get the Viper as well. And then, of course, the Cobra Bat Python Patrol. So, really building out this team. We do know Copperhead is coming in the future, a kind of a main player. But I really feel we need Cobra Commander in kind of that scuba suit. I forget what they call that, Cobra Commander. A very iconic one, kind of the robot suit. That's the one I always had lead the Python Patrol. That's what we need in our collection. Have to imagine that's coming sometime in 2024. We'll see what happens. It's time to get Cobra Commander back out there in the wild, because it's been a while since we have Cobra Commander. We do have one coming with the Hiss tank, but I think it would be a perfect time to put that one in the line. So we'll see what happens with that one. But for what this is, it is cool. I'm here for building out these sub-teams. I like sub-teams. We'll see what happens after Copperhead. But it is cool for what it is. It is hitting targets right now. Be on the lookout, and you long gamers, you might be able to win on this one on clearance, because we won on all these on clearance if you were keeping track at home, of course. So there it is. Python Patrol Crimson Guard. What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And over on Patreon, we got early access to videos like this, bonus content, Q&A, pizza reviews, dog stuff, giveaways, you name it. It's all going on down over there, the old Patreon channel. And Patreon, your best way to support this very YouTube channel. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for the Python Patrol Crimson Guard Target exclusive G.I. Joe Classified, I am Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.